my channel. My brand name is Vassiani. Here on this channel, I'll teach sewing tricks and tips, okay? And also a vlog and show you what I'm doing behind the scene. So I had to do this video over because I use a infringed fabric, and I said, you know what, let me get rid of it before I get in trouble. So that's what I did. So what I did was cut out the thong um, with my regular, the fabric that I'm going to be using, that is going to be showing. And then the lining is the nude lining. It's a four-way stretch. And this lining you can use because it is treated for, for chlorine, water, seawater. Very good. All right. Um, and I pin it down because it runs all over the place, meaning it's very slippery when it's sewing, okay? And what you want to do is sew the actual on top, meaning that the heavier fabric is on top, and then you sew, and you're going to use the larger zigzag. The reason why I'm using the larger zigzag is because I want to keep the fabric down, okay? Because because I'm going to put the braided elastic on top of the actual lined fabric. Okay, so I'm using the white braided elastic. And you notice that I put a notch up the top. I put the notch up the top because I want to begin my elastic from there, so that when I turn it over, I don't want to go through where the elastic is. I don't want to go in the elastic fully going straight up, on both sides. All right, so what I did was put it like the zigzag at 3.0, and then the stitch length at around a 2.0. Okay, I'm not stretching my elastic. I'm just put it on there, and I'm just stitching zigzagging. It goes straight down, okay, right near to the edge. Okay, and I'm gonna be doing that for both sides. All right. Okay, so now what I'm going to be doing now, as you can see, both side is stitched down. Okay, and what we're going to do is I'm going to change the bobbin because I've been using pure white, okay, for the top and the bottom. And I'm going to change my bobbin that I have red at the bottom, so that you can see that it's actually stitched. Okay, so I'm changing the bobbin to red. Okay, and while I'm doing that, as you can see, put the bobbin on, and then I'm going to put that in the bobbin section, and then I'm using black because I want you guys to see the difference of the contrast of all the different stitches I'm doing to meet this fully lined thong. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm gonna turn it over to the side, and I want it flush to the side, meaning that the elastic is right at the side. Okay, I don't want any space. Okay, and then I change the stitch, the zigzag stitch, to a 2.5, and the length to a 1.5. All right, I want it real small. Okay, so as you can see, you can barely see it. Okay, and then on the back, you're gonna see the black section is where the small stitch are, because I want you to see the difference. Okay, which I'm going to show you later. Okay, so we're going to do the other side. And I'm just not turning it over. I literally push it against the side because I want it to be snug at the side. Okay, so see there, and I turn it over, and I want it really snug. Okay, and now we're going to continue stitching. Now I stitch right at the edge. If I'm sewing 3/8, I stay at 3/8 at all time. Now, I want you to look at the edges, okay? And then you don't see anything black or anything. You just see the red, because that's the style that is showing, okay? And what I'm going to be doing now is stitching down this top part because I want it to stay put, because I'm going to turn it over, and that's where you're going to put the casing. Okay? All right? That's all I'm doing is stitching it down, because I'm going to put the casing up the top. All right? So I'm doing the casing at the bottom of the thong. Okay? So the black is going to show up on the top, and underneath the bottom that's showing out to the world is going to be the red. Okay? And there it is. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing at the top. I'm turning it over, and I want to stay at around 3/8 at all time. Okay, meaning that the casing itself is 3/8 opening. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and stitch the top. We're going to backspace it and continue stitching. We're going to make sure the two ends are you know, backstitch. Oh my God, to secure the sides. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. I'm learning so much about this YouTube, so please bear with me. Okay, so there's the top part. As you can see the red is not showing, in the front. So I'm just snipping the edges, some extra fabrics that's showing. I'm getting rid of that. Now, guys, as you see that I'm gonna go ahead and make a black string for it, because I didn't have enough at that red fabric. So what I did is I cut a strip which is around 1 inch wide. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put it the zigzag stitch at 1.5 and the length at a 1.5. Okay, and I'm just gonna stitch that out and take off some of the extra fabric at the side, get rid of those. And then what I'm gonna do is use my loop turner, and I'm gonna turn it over inside out. Okay, now remember with this that the just take your time, push it through, put it in, and when you come through at the top, it's just gonna hold and then come right through. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing with the underwear, and I'm gonna push the casing through. So I was showing you guys, see there's the black, the top, see it's right at the edge, so you can't even see the white braided elastic anymore. Okay, and I'm just snipping off some stuff at the side that I see, just to make it neat. Okay, now if it was, I'm sending this to a client, I'll do the whole thing red. Okay, but I'm doing this for you guys to see the process. All right, so you can't see the red at all. Okay, but in there you see the larger zigzag is to hold the fabric down. The next zigzag is for the braided elastic, and the next zigzag I put it in black, and that is to cover the actual elastics for no one to see. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on my mannequin because I want you guys to see the end result. Okay, and this is a fully lined thong. Okay, so you can use the small elastic um, to make a dancewear. You can use your clear elastic for your dancewear. But if you're gonna use, you can even use this for your dancewear. But remember that when you start putting the fabrics and everything like that, it becomes a swimwear. Okay, full swimwear bottom. Okay, and remember that the fabric that I'm using is the nude, and that is good for chlorine. It's good for seawater. It's it's very nice against the skin. Okay, and when you push it through the casing, it stays. It don't go all over the place. So it stays. So you can make it smaller to make it a smaller thong, or you can make it wide. So what I'm using my loop turner to show you is that, hey, there's where the zigzag is and you can't see it. Okay, and it's also in the back, and then you can just go ahead and put your rhinestones on it and finish making your fully lined thong, guys. Okay, thank you so much for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. You see what I'm showing you? Like it's three different zigzag, and the smaller one is the black one, and for you to see that it's covered. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ask question, support, comment. Thank you for the love, guys. I really appreciate it. So remember, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I'm gonna do another one where it is half lined. Okay, just down by the crotch area. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. And you have a great day. Bye.